It's EJ versus Degenerate, week number 7. Zachary, what's up?
What's going on, man?
I came back and won this week. Now with 3, you're up 3-2 and one tie. So,
So half a point saved you from a colossal.
well, at worst, been a tie because you had the over on the. I mean, no, no one thought. I mean, first off, the fact that shit didn't even go over was kind of shocking. That was the defensive game, Cowboys and
Yeah.
Chargers on the Monday Night Football. So anyway, so they up 3-2. So I win the week. So today in the show, of course, we do our weekly picks as we always do it. FSU Duke preview, but then some more NBA topics on throwing here. Number one, I want to review the ESPN. They put out the top 10 last week on the show. We went through 1 through 25 mainly, and they put out 1 through 10 the day after we went to here. So and I'll tell you, it's a lot different from you and ours because we did our own rankings on the show 2 weeks ago. And believe me, the rankings are, I think, different from pretty much all three of us. ESPN went, I don't know, maybe a little clickbaity on there, in my opinion. I don't know. We'll see. And then the GM survey done by NBA executives a few weeks back that the NBA.com does publish, and we're going to review some of the questions and questionnaires and who got what and whatnot. So anyway, let's get to the games for the week. We got a game Thursday night, Amazon Prime. They're somewhat red hot Jacksonville Jaguars heading New Orleans face the Saints. Saints 1-point favorites over under 39.5. Now I heard from Kyle Nash, who covers the Jaguars. By the way, number one, we're going to go on a show at some point. He'll let us know when on his podcast, so we'll be guest on there. But maybe just you. Who knows? Dude? I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you need me hold your hand or something like that. You know what I mean? You're not used to doing all this like media outside of this show. I'm trying to create a star here, buddy. Come on.
I see how much Travis Etienne was worth that first round draft pick.
Yeah. So Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be hurt in this game, according to Cal. And he may miss this game. Is it possible? Did you hear anything about
that? I hadn't heard, but what? Someone pull his hair?
This is a very trap game for the Jaguars here. Saints are a blah to me, but they're not bad, And because of the NFC South, they're going to be always be in the mix for the division, especially since Tampa couldn't do the job last week at the game you attended.
Oh man, that was such a good game too.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go under this one. Screw it, under for me. I don't see how scoring. It's Thursday Night Football. Especially if CJ Beathard's gonna take the field tomorrow, if that happens. What you got this one, Zach?
Well, before you told me that Trevor Lawrence was injured, I was taking the Jags, but now I'm right there with you. I'm gonna take the under because I can't count on any offense.
I'm going to research that real quick and make sure that is still something that is a thing. Yeah, so he is hurt. Yes, his knee, but he's optimistic he will play. He's listed as questionable right now.
All right.
So I'm taking the under. You gonna take the under as well too, or no?
Yeah, I'll take the under because I don't trust it now.
I think even with him playing, the under is still pretty high likely just because of the Saints' defense.
Or the Saints' lack of offense.
Well, tomato, same thing. All right, next one. We got the Vegas Raiders heading to Chicago to face the Bears. The Vegas Raiders are 3-point favorites on the road. The over-under is 37.5. Zach, I made a mistake once again of taking the Chicago Bears. I think you did too last week on the show.
Yeah.
And they killed my parlay. Again, 3 out of 4. Hit 3 of the games. Fourth game.
Why would you take them though in a 14 parlay?
I was pretty confident to win this game on Sunday. They've been playing very well. Justin Jefferson was out for this game. Minnesota's been very blah all year long. Come on, you can't. You could have won a home game against Minnesota.
If you would have told me you lost your parlay because of San Fran or Philly, I would have accepted it. There was no other game you should have lost on a parlay. I don't know how I lost to you this week. I crushed my pick'em league. Crushed everybody.
Speaking of San Fran Philly, because I know I got Big Jim and Kyle back on this after we were on the Hulla podcast, and I told you that I revealed in that podcast that Browns game had upset vibes, and those two guys, and then you the next time on this show all mocked me. of when I said that.
Yeah.
Who's
Who
laughing now?
knew?
Who's laughing
Well,
now?
hold on. When we had this discussion, was Trent Williams deemed injured and possibly out?
No, of
No.
course not. Neither was CMC. Didn't get
Had
hurt.
McCaffrey gotten hurt yet? Had Dabu gotten hurt yet?
Debo, no.
Yeah. So all
Why
right,
don't you call him Dabo? There's a Dabo Sweeney and a Debo Samuel.
I know. I can't help it.
Killing it, man. No, but I didn't say they're going to win the damn game. I just said the game had upset vibes. And this is even before we hear Deshaun Watson not even playing the game.
But that's why there was upset vibes at that point. You knock out their star players on offense. You knock out their left tackle. This is what happens to a team.
All right.
This is what happened to Kansas City when they didn't have tackles in a Super Bowl.
So you're just like Kyle and Jim, assholes. Fucking don't want to give me any credit for my upset vibes. Thank you.
No, hey, congratulations for picking a possible upset. That's all you did was say,
the only reason I made a big deal is because you three on two different platforms sat there and not just laughed at me, you mocked me. Did you see the clip? Did you see the clip I sent you from the show about that?
Nah, I've been busy.
Oh, sorry. I'll send it to you later on. It's funny. It's actually really quite funny, actually. Because Jim freaks out. He freaks the fuck out about it. Like, how? This is why I make fun of you, because of this shit. Okay. Anyway, back to Raiders and Bears, though. The reason I started here is this. No, I'm not doing it. I am not trusting the fucking Chicago Bears. Is Garoppolo out this week? Probably not,
I have
right?
no idea.
He was in the hospital after the game. It's not good.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Look, I was a little busy. I drove to Tampa for the first
I know you did. I know, brother.
I missed all the football news, so
I know. I even texted you after the game, after you left the game, and you were. I don't think you got back to me about that. But anyway,
yeah.
No, actually, you did get to me. I'm sorry, you did get back to me because it was concerning us being tied. By the way, you missed the trash Giants and Bills game. Well, it's a good game, but it's just a trash result. Anyway, screw it. Give me under this game. And that's Bears Raiders record that we started saying like 20 minutes ago.
I'm gonna ride with Justin Fields against Oakland's defense.
If he plays, he got hurt too.
And it's only because I can't pick the Raiders, man. I hate Josh McDaniels, and I think that team is terrible.
Yeah, can you explain it? You understand that this team is on the verge of going 4-3?
I know. I don't understand.
I don't understand how they're 4-3. And to me, they're close to a bottom 5 team in my head.
I get
that makes sense to me
because it's the Jimmy G effect.
Well, Jimmy G's probably gonna be gone this week.
He doesn't lose. Dude has a winning record.
Right, Justin Fields has a hand injury. He's still a chance he plays. Actually, ESPN has him as doubtful 2 days ago, but now, as of 3 hours ago, according to NBC Sports Chicago, Justin Fields still thinks he could try to play. So you take that as you will. Right. As for Jimmy Garoppolo, let me see where's he's at injury wise. He's hurt. He is he's not out yet.
All right.
I'm taking under. We're gonna go on this one.
I'm just gonna take the Bears.
Okay. So you're gonna make a mistake I did, and you're gonna get actually hit on it this week probably because I hit it the wrong week. Such is my life, right? Anyway, speaking of those Cleveland Browns that upset Cleveland Browns, they go to Indy and face the Colts. The Browns are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 40. Browns are kind of frisky and really winning games at the right time. 3-2 now. The AFC North is there for the taking. They go play Indy team without the strong quarterback. Of course, a lot of people think Carson Wentz could do the job, at least could hold fourth down. Big win against San Francisco option last week that I called, but I feel like this is the type of game where like when you win a game like last week, you end up getting so lost in that, and then the next week you come out flat. This has a weird vibe to it. It has a Browns letdown here. I don't know why. It just does. What do you think?
Oh, I think I'm taking the under. I totally see a letdown, but I mean, I have no confidence in the Colts. I don't understand why the Colts will not trade Gardner Minshew.
Well, they can't now.
Why not? Why
Because
would you tank? Why
is
would
out
you
for the
tank?
year.
Why would you not tank all the way to the bottom for a chance to hold the number one pick? Even if you believe Anthony Richardson is the future, why wouldn't you tank to be number one just to trade the pick? You're not going to win that division. You're not going to the playoffs at this point. Your season is lost. Make it count for something.
I see a point there. I'm going to continue the trend I've been starting to say so far. For the third game in a row, I'm taking another under. Yeah, because even if Deshaun Watson would play, even if AR-15 is healthy, that Browns defense is fantastic. Arguably best in the league. Arguably.
Is there a weather report I didn't hear about? All these low scores?
No, I just think the defense is just that are stepped up.
All
A
right.
lot of good defense in the league. Anyway, next one here we have the Buffalo Bills head to New England to face the Patriots. The Bills are 9-point favorites. The over/under is 41. Buffalo should have lost last week. If I'm a Bills fan, I feel like even though we won the game, it feels like a loss coming out of that week, right? It's the Giants, dude. Really, my Giants, really took a hold.
You have a Super Bowl because of a bullshit catch on a helmet. So give up on the fucking. It should have been a flag. It should have been a penalty. You lost the game. Move on.
Whoa. I'm not bitching about the result. If you see my tweet, I see I posted on Facebook after the game was over. I said I'm not mad about that because the fact of the matter is the Giants had a chance to win that game and put the game away early and didn't do the job. So unfortunately, you deserve to lose that game because the officials. I mean, if that's coming down to officials making the call, that's on you. That's your bad.
If you're relying on the officials to call out a defensive player, you're screwed.
Exactly.
That defense
I
did
agree.
exactly what it's supposed to do to win the game.
I agree.
Why would you feel cheated then? Why would you feel cheated
I don't feel cheated
about that win?
No, I'm not talking about that. At this point, I'm in the tank for Caleb column now.
Yeah, but as a Bills fan, why would you feel cheated about that win?
No, I said I wouldn't feel like a loss just because we didn't play well. And again, this is the problem with the Bills. The Bills have arguably the highest ceiling in the league, but their floor is pretty fucking bad too. Also, and that's the problem. It's just too many swings this Bills team to trust them completely. Anyway, it is the Patriots though, and the Pats are bad. But is this the week the Pats actually get together and actually have a competitive game?
So it was 34-0, right? Or 35-3, or 38-3.
38-3, and then 34-0.
Yeah, this is gonna be 42-3.
You got Buffalo, huh?
Oh, I love Buffalo. Absolutely love Buffalo. And I think this is gonna be the nail in the coffin for like a historic 3-game losing stretch.
By the way, when's the last time you see the Patriots as a 9-point underdog at home? Not even the mediocre Pats has been that bad.
Cam Newton seasons.
Not even. I don't think he was on that year.
Oh yeah,
at home.
He was out.
Oh well, I don't know. Yeah. I'll take a little under. These over-unders are pretty low, actually. All these games are pretty.
You're gonna take the under in a game where the Bills might cover it on their own.
The Pats defense is still pretty good, though.
It's still pretty good.
I mean, it's a divisional game. You know what? I'm gonna do something really silly here, but because I don't trust that team. Well, I don't know, man. Because Buffalo's had 2 really mid games in a row, losing Jacksonville and then barely beating the Giants last week. Fuck, I'm taking Buffalo cover because they can't possibly have 3 mid games in a row, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, next one here. It's our game. The Commanders going to New York versus the Giants. Commanders 2.5-point favorites, over under 39 points. Daniel Jones, I believe, is out 3 to 4 weeks. Tyrod Taylor experience is here. Washington, as you said, they won a big game in Atlanta last week, as you called. How many sacks did Howell get? How many times did Howell get sacked?
I think he only got sacked 4 times.
Only 4, so it's more than you thought would happen, and they still won.
Oh yeah,
interesting. My team sucks, dude. My team fucking sucks. I swear. Give me Washington. We Washington win this game outright. They're a better team than New York.
could Washington be 4-3 at this point? That makes no sense.
And you literally said in the podcast when we're doing our bottom teams, whatever, that Washington
Yeah.
is in the mix.
Yeah, they could very easily. And 2 weeks ago, it looked like they should have been.
Do you think they'll be that? Are you still on the fence on that now?
I don't like our team. I think our offensive line is trash. Our wide receivers need to grow a couple inches. Our defensive backs are complete trash. So, but after that,
everything's good. Everything's green too.
our defensive line is all free agents. So, you
Right.
got to do something about that.
So you taking Washington?
Yeah, I'm taking Washington. It's the fucking Giants.
Tyrod Taylor, just say, look out.
Yeah. my over-under on that is Tyrod Taylor throws the ball 13 or more times.
I have a question. If you're a Giants at this point, would you consider trading Saquon Barkley?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I say that people say, "Oh, I don't know, man. What do you get for him?" I don't give a shit. I get a third rounder for him.
Oh, I think you could get a premier second rounder for him.
Yeah, I'll take that in a heartbeat. We're rebuilding, and there's a very good chance he's going to resign next year.
I would. Well, I mean, you could still franchise him. He didn't have that clause put in, so
yeah. But
why franchise him paying $15 million just for nothing?
Right. Anyway, next game here we have the Atlanta Falcons heading to Tampa and face the Buccaneers in a battle for first place in the NFC South. The Bucs are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 37. So Atlanta, just when you start to trust them a little bit, they lose to Washington at home. Tampa, so when you start to think, maybe Tampa is better than we think we are, and then they get the punch in the mouth by the Detroit Lions, who are really good for the record. It's teasing me to take the under. I want to take a slight over in this game, though. I know the number is saying screaming under because of 37, but nah, that's the 1 week. I'm like, you know what? I can see not fireworks, but I can see it 20, like 21.
I could see 27-21 easy.
Yeah, I'm going over in this one.
Yeah, I love the over. And it's the only thing persuading me from taking Tampa outright. Because I think Tampa's going to crush Atlanta as well. So just give me the over.
On the over. On the over. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Awesome. All right, next one here. Actually, it's second game of the week. The first game of the week is there tonight. This is going to be a huge game. Detroit Lions into Baltimore face the Ravens. Ravens 3-point favorites over under 43. A lot of respect for the Lions here. See, basically it's the standard. They get the standard home favorite. That's at 3 points, which is it's a pick 'em. It's a pick 'em. And I can't want to say this, Zach. I can't want to say this, but I'm picking the Lions. I trust them. I trust the Detroit. Oh my God, I can't believe I said this. I trust the Detroit Lions, Zach. Holy shit, this is crazy.
Look, Jared Goff doesn't throw interceptions. They are not fumbling the ball away. They do. Right now, they're doing just about everything right, other than some of the going for it on fourth downs. But honestly, I kind of thought Baltimore would get beat down a couple weeks ago. I think this is going to be a beat down too. I love the Lions in this game.
That's hard for you to say. You're a little Raven. You're a Ravens fan, so
yeah.
And the thing with Detroit, and I said on my podcast on Monday morning, I recorded my Burning 7, takes from the weekend. Detroit feels, and you saw them for yourselves on Sunday in person. I watch them week to week now. They feel like a team that's on a mission. They feel like a team that's just here to do business. I'm here to do business. There's no effing around here. Like the only game they lost this year, you can say they gave that game to Seattle.
They were up. They were up big.
Oh, this guy's going 6-0 right now. Imagine that. And the games they're winning convincingly too. Give me Detroit. I can't want to say this. I trust the Lions. Holy crap.
They have weapons all over the field. Their rookie Laporta, easy rookie of the year. With what he's doing, he's just dominating.
If I do not putting a whole list now, maybe next week we'll talk about this, but if I put like a top three coach of the year list right now, Dan Campbell's not in my list right now.
Oh yeah, I totally.
He could be number one. I'm not gonna rank it yet. I a couple of guys I want to look at, but he could be number one. So sorry, we both got Detroit. Cool. All right, next one. The Pittsburgh Steelers head to the LA to face the Rams. The Rams are 3-point favorites. The over under 44.5. A lot of respect for the Steelers here, actually, for a team that seems to steal games, steal wins. I don't like that. I don't know. There's a lot of respect for the Steelers here, and
Also seems like a really high over under.
Yeah, yeah. And to me, that says if there's gonna be scoring because of the Rams, not because of the Steelers. Give me the Rams under cover. I think the Rams have it. Honestly, I think this game will be a blowout.
And see, I think that number is just way too high for an over under on a Steelers game. Give me the under. Under 44.5. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost went there too. All right, next one here. We have the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle will face the Seahawks. The Seahawks are 7.5 point favorites. The over under is 44.5. So we saw Arizona beat his first team for the first like 4 or 5 weeks, and in the last couple of weeks, been like, okay, now we're the bottom 5 team that everybody thought we were. And the whole reason I'm my bottom 5 this week is because the 5 teams below them has been dreadful, continue to be dreadful. Seattle, I mean, it's not respected for here for Cardinals because 7 points, I guess, in Seattle. I don't know, man. Divisional game, weird optics. But I'm gonna take. Oh man, does Seattle cover this game, man? Because Seattle covers some of that. They'll win the game, but can they cover some of that points?
So this is in Seattle, correct?
It's in Seattle, yes.
And you think the 12th man will not get to a former backup and Josh Dobbs and affect that game?
The guy's been playing solid, man. I mean,
it is the 12th man, the loudest place in all of football.
You're taking Seattle, aren't you?
Absolutely. A young quarterback who's been nothing but a backup, and that atmosphere, yeah.
Don't kill me. I'm going to go Arizona for 1 week just to see.
I don't mind. Look, I don't mind you being wrong. I like to win.
Yeah, we'll find out now. All right, I'm gonna take my my ego and my just because of everything happened in the Cleveland game and see what happens. All right, next one. We have the Green Bay Packers heading to Denver to face the Broncos. The Packers are 1-point favorites. The over under is 45 points. I'm actually weirdly intrigued by this game. This has like Denver season is pretty much over, but it has like a lose town kind of feel. Like the Packers are going to get back in this playoff race. That win the division, obviously. The Lions have that locks like a barrel.
Yeah.
But the wild card is still out for the taking. The 2 and 3, they can still make some ground. And I don't think necessarily a bad team either. I think there's a lot of things that work on. The defense is solid, but Jordan Love is still trying to figure things out. I feel like there's still time for this team to, turn things around. But ain't this week. Give me Denver to win this game. I think a lot of all the negative press was happening the last couple of weeks. I think Denver has a solid game here, and they'll take it with us. What do you got?
Can you tell me who Denver has stopped? Like, Denver gives up points to everybody. And you're asking me to believe a team that struggles on offense doesn't look at Denver's defense and go, this is our get right game?
It's in Denver, though.
I don't care. Give me the other team. Give me the other team against Denver's defense every game this year, okay? That's how I feel.
All right. Next one. The third best game of the weekend. The LA Chargers heading to Kansas City face the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 5.5 point favorites. The over under 48. So guys know, even in this Pat Mahomes era, these Chargers Chiefs games are pretty good, pretty tight, not on the wire. So this is why the spread is less low, as small as it is. I'm tempted to take the Chiefs here to cover, but So Harmon is back in KC too. Also, you saw a trade with Jets and
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it should
Less
help
than
a
a
little.
6th and a 7th.
If he dresses, he should. It should help a little bit. A little bit. Um, you know what? Give me the under in this game. Chiefs have turned like all of a sudden turns like a defensive team now.
Yeah, they can't score enough to cover. That's for sure.
Yeah, 48 points,
Uh,
and the Chargers are in the same position too. We saw this past weekend. We under this game 48.
yeah, give me the Chiefs to cover.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, this is the game of the week. Sunday football. We have the Miami Dolphins heading to Philadelphia face the Eagles. The Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. The over under 51.5. Vegas loves the Dolphins here because the fact that there's a half point going the other way. That's Vegas likes Miami a lot. Um, Again, this is another test for the Dolphins. Okay, they're 5-1. The one loss in Buffalo, was one of those things like, yeah, we like you, but you don't trust you yet. It's your second chance now to prove everybody wrong. I guess a team that's probably better than Buffalo and Philadelphia. Philadelphia's been kind of weird. They haven't really looked solid most of the year, even at 5-1, and then it all came to roost in that fourth quarter, the second half of that game against the Jets on Sunday. And maybe they need that. Maybe they need that though, right? What do you think?
Nobody ever needs to lose. I hate this. Oh, a team gets better after a loss. Bullshit. Team gets better when they're healthy. All right, and that's my concern with Philly this week. Lane Johnson might be out.
Mm-hmm.
So you take away the pass protection of Jalen Hurts. I think the Dolphins have a chance. I think they're just too fast for the Eagles secondary.
Take
Even
Miami?
with the rookie out. So
Oh,
I'm taking the Dolphins.
I'm taking the over in this game. I'm taking the over in this game. But I would if I
Probably
had to pick.
smarter.
If I had to pick between the two teams, I'm leaning Miami because Philadelphia has been kind of been
Up and down this
up
season.
and down and against bad teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just saying, it's weird. But again, I'd rather be the Eagles if I'm one been trying to figure things out than the other way around. All right, finally Monday Night Football. Yeah, the other unbeaten team, fully unbeaten team, the Niners and the Minnesota face the Vikings. The Niners are 6.5-point favorites. The over under is 44.5. It is time to 44 rather. And I'm going to look through this damn injury report in San Francisco because Christian McCaffrey got hurt in that game, as we said earlier in the
Yeah.
podcast. Was an oblique. Have you heard anything about him and whether he's playing on Sunday?
I haven't heard. I haven't heard about the update on Trent Williams either. That'd be a bigger concern to me.
All right, so according to ESPN yesterday, he avoided serious injury and could play on Monday Night Football. Now, the Niners can still hold him back for a week just to save him. They play Minnesota. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
San Fran. I'm going to take San Fran to cover this game. You're going to get a pissed off Niners team this week. Give me San Fran to cover. Minnesota's so bad, dude.
So you can give me a San Fran team with no Christian McCaffrey.
Well, he might play.
No Samuel. No Trent Williams led offensive line. Hell, you can tell me Brock Purdy gets stuck in traffic and misses the game completely. And you know what's going to happen?
What's that?
Kirk Cousins has to play on Monday Night Football. Yeah, it's San Fran to cover. That's simple.
All that bullshit just to say that, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
let you
Lord.
talk and want to talk.
Yeah, no problem with that. All right, and this week's buys. Got a lot of buys this week. We got 6 teams. You got the Panthers, the Texans, the Titans, the Jets, the Cowboys, and the Bengals all on buys. Of the 6, who you think has needs the most?
Panthers. Bryce Young.
Really?
Yeah, he needs to look into a surgery to make him taller.
Yeah, and Frank Reich also is like a little bit on the fire lately too. I guess he's play calling duties. Moved to his offensive coordinator. So
Well, if Frank Wright pushed for Bryce Young to be drafted #1 overall, he's got a lot more concerns also.
was it him? Or was it the front office? I thought the front office actually.
I have no idea, but who picks a 5'10" guy over a 6'4" guy? I don't understand.
Yeah, And another guy now could arguably be it's probably arguably a rookie of the year right now. Just saying, he's balling out right now.
Yeah.
So all right, I would have said the Bengals by the way for the record. Bengals because Joe Burrow's injury and have a chance to rest the calf. But that's the easy answer.
Yeah, but they were also just starting to click on offense. There's a little danger of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'll say Tennessee. They need to get right soon and fast, which they won't anyway. But okay, quickly for a quick FSU minute. FSU Duke this week. Now another quality game ahead of the schedule. Now this is where the schedule starts to really pick up now for us. Um, we are at home. We are 14.5 favorites. I like our chances, but I'm scared. Duke's been frisky all year long. Even the one loss to Notre Dame.
Yeah. We have no chance of covering. Like, I don't even know where they pulled 14.5 out. That's insane.
Because we're at home, that's why.
I wouldn't have gone higher than 9.
I can see going 10-11 just because Duke has to prove something. But to your point, I do see your 14.5 seems a lot very high. In fact, I would probably take Duke in the points.
I would too.
But they better win this week because the LSU win ain't helping. LSU is still the bottom 25 this year. So yeah. Anyway. All right. What else? Oh, ESPN NBA rankings. They put out 1 through 10. Finally. And here's top 10. Should we go 10 to 1?
Sure.
All right, so 10 Anthony Davis, 9 LeBron James, 8 SGA Shai Alexander, 7 Kevin Durant, 6 Jason Tatum, 5 Steph Curry, 4 Luka Doncic, 3 Joel Embiid, 2 Nikola Jokic, and number 1 Giannis Antetokounmpo. Definitely different from mine, if I remember correctly, different from yours. I mean, you already know how I feel. 1 and 2 should be flopped. I mean, whatever. I'm not mad at Giannis. Is still recognized as a best player in the league, but after that run that Jokic had last year, you should give some respect. I'm the first thing that comes to mind to look at this list is this. Maybe this is me, but Joel Embiid is way too high.
Oh my god, you can tell that was put in there purely for clickbait.
Yeah,
because there's no other reason he goes 3.
I understand he MVP. I totally get it, but should we hold him accountable for the playoff failure last year against Boston, too?
I would think so. I mean, they hold every other player's failures. Like they want to hold the Philly failures on James Harden. Excuse me, isn't the number 1 star Embiid? Why is he always getting a coast on not showing up?
Yeah. So I had, like I said, I had Jokic 1, Giannis 2, whatever. You had it the same way too, and be too high. Luka at 4 is fine. Curry should be higher, but whatever, it's fine. He's still in top 5. Reading what I'm reading through all these publications, and given the narratives that I had, last year to the playoffs, most of the world agrees with me. Jason Tatum's not a top 5 guy yet. He's number 6. They got that correct, actually.
What can I say? Y'all are all morons.
You got Tatum 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
7 why would I put Embiid ahead of Tatum? I want to know that.
Oh, no. That part I agree with you. I haven't been lower than Tatum on my list, remember? To your point, I had number 7. So,
but
no, way too high. 7 KD, that's fine. I had KD done as low as 8 and 9 one time, but and ultimately being top 5. The big one here, SGA, at number 8. I love the love he's getting. Obviously, I'm not gonna be a hater. I still think we need to see one more year of SGA being this good, or at least close to this good, and then before I label him a top 10 player.
I can't label him a top 10 player until you literally can get your team to a winning record and pass the second round of the playoffs.
Right. I'll say this based on last year. Had he won the play-in and got into the playoffs, I might have put him in the top 10. I'll say that much. LeBron, AD, 9 and 10.
I can understand the LeBron thing. Yeah. I can't understand AD. All right, even if you tell me you're presuming he's 100% healthy, right? He still only shows up and has a great game a quarter of the season and only puts up a good game a half the season. So what? He gets to be top 10 for 40 games? No. Can't do it.
Yeah. But I also understand why they did what they did because AD is so impactful when healthy, and he was healthy for the playoffs last year in that stretch run. And we saw what that did for the team. They literally got to the conference finals in a year where they were literally not even a playing team till literally March. So I can understand why they have him at 10 because he was healthy. He's probably the top 3 guy in the league.
But the only reason they made it to the Western Conference Finals is they played two teams with zero size, where they had one guy over 6'8" on the entire roster, right? In Golden State, they have one guy over 6'8", and that's it. They completely outsized Golden State. And when you look at Memphis, they have one guy who's 6'11" that you have to worry about. That's it. There was no size. LA was allowed to just dominate and play bully ball instead of having skill and run plays.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but he took advantage of that. I mean, it's just is what it is. But like I said, I get what they're saying because if he was healthy, he'd be in top 3 right now. And B would be in top 3. He would because he changes games in the games that matter. You at least say that. All right, so yeah, so LeBron again. LeBron part we get to. Obviously it's one of those things. He's still when healthy top 10 player. I don't disagree with that. Even you agree with that too. All right. One last thing to get out of here. The NBA GM survey that was done with the NBA, all 30 general managers all polled, and I won't go through every single question here, but the ones that actually are that stand out. So the first thing they asked here was like, which team would have won the NBA Finals? They got a tie between Boston and Denver, 30%.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense to have one team from each league at 33%.
Someone voted for the Clippers 3%. Is that Steve Ballmer? Who knows? NBA MVP favorite by wide margin, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, they figure the league's going to try and make up for all the idiocracy of last year, giving Embiid something he didn't deserve.
A course correction, I guess. All right, if you were starting a franchise today and could be any player in the NBA, which would it be? Nikola Jokic leads the pack with 30%. Number 2 is Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, that is stupid as fuck.
What is? Wemby?
Yeah.
Why that?
So what you're telling me is a quarter of the league, even though they've seen everything out there, thinks if you're starting a franchise today, he would be your number 2 choice. A guy you don't know a single thing about yet for NBA action. Well, you have seen Luka, right? Luka's under 25. You've seen Tatum under 25.
He's not even on the list.
Yeah.
He didn't get any votes.
You've seen these guys, and they're like, no, I want to go with Victor because of potential. And yet you're supposed to be building a team to win.
I think what it is too also, Zach, that the people who see that are high in Victor, they see this guy not only as a great NBA player, future Hall of Famer, they see this guy as a top 15, 20 guy all time based on potential.
Yeah, that's great. 20 years from now, right?
But that's what they're banking on.
But the first 5 years of his career, he isn't going to do anything to help you win a championship.
Right.
I'm trying to win a championship if I'm building a team.
Right. All right. 3, 4, 5 in that order, and the same thing. Giannis, Luka, and Anthony Edwards number 5. Get more. And Edwards get more love from the rest of the league. All right. NBA player most likely to have a breakout year, and Edwards in a tight one. Okay, Cunningham actually. It was second.
I see him having a better chance at a breakout year.
How about 3 and 4? You love this one. Franz Wagner in Orlando and Paulo Banchero at 4. Not bad.
Yeah.
Best point guard in the NBA. Number 1, Steph Curry by a wide margin. 2, Luka. 3, SGA. 4, Damian Lillard. Best shooting guard in the NBA, Devin Booker 1, Curry 2, Luca 3, and Edwards 4. Well, actually, Luca, Edwards, and SGA have a 3. Best small forward, Jason Tatum with 47%. That's actually in a runaway. Best power forward, you got Giannis in a runaway, 97% to KD's 3%.
Mm-hmm.
Best center, Nikola Jokic in a runaway. It's funny, in a runaway, and that's it. Everybody else got 1 vote, including Joel Embiid. Wow, that's crazy.
How come Anthony Davis isn't considered a forward? He likes to play forward.
He did. He got no votes either.
Exactly. Didn't he get for center though?
I
think he got a vote for center though.
Not this year. Maybe last year he did.
No. Okay.
Yeah, not this year. Best team made the best overall moves this offseason. This is easy. Tie for first, Bucks and Celtics. Number three though was the Blazers.
Yeah, I agree.
That stuck out. Which one player actually make biggest impact? Obviously, 1 is Lillard, 2 is Jrue Holiday, 3 Bradley Beal.
I know she skipped over the Rookie of the Year.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did that yet.
Okay.
Who do you think was Wemby? Wemby still won it.
Well, they're gonna have it, but I think it's Chet because I think Chet is what's gonna cause Oklahoma City to have the biggest jump.
Let me check. All right, let me check. I don't think I skipped that yet. No, I didn't skip that yet. No. Underrated acquisition. You got Marcus Smart, 17% at 1. Most improved team this year. You know it. You said yourself. OKC.
And look, the most underrated acquisition. I think that should also go to Portland with DeAndre Ayton. That everyone's.
Ooh.
I think that is such a.
He got votes. He got 1. I think he got 1 vote.
Yeah.
So, most improved team, like you called this weeks ago, OKC. Most improved team this year. Most surprising move of the offseason. You got the Jrue Holiday, Dill Lillard trade in a runaway. Rookie of the year, Wemby 50%. 2, 3, and 4 in this order. Number 2, Scoot Henderson. 3, Chet. 4, Vizensko and Sacramento.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be Chet in a runaway.
I think it's Scoot, honestly, just because of the fact that Wemby, I still don't think he'll play the 65 games threshold. We'll see.
I think Scoot's going to be another bust. So,
yeah. Which rookie will be the best player in 5 years? Wemby, obviously, it got 9% of the vote.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting part is that Scoot Henderson, Chet, and Amon Thompson got votes as well too. Like they 1 vote each.
The Thompson twins are good, man.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Which rookie's biggest steal? We were selected in the draft. Cam Whitmore of Houston was the biggest steal, according to
going into the draft, he was like a top 10 pick. So,
best international player in the league. Who do you think wins that one?
Oh, it's gotta be Jokic.
Yeah, which is not a surprise, but what surprises me is that the wide margin, 80%. Luka's number 2 at 10%. Giannis 7%. Joel Embiid 3%. Wow. You might like this one. Best international player not in the league.
I have no idea. I don't follow international.
Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah. Remember you know who that is?
I know he is. You know he is. Come on, I know he is. Best defensive player in the league, Giannis in the runaway. Best perimeter defender, Jrue Holiday. No surprise there. Best interior defender is Jaren Jackson. Most versatile defender in the league, Giannis. Best defensive team in the NBA, the Celtics. All right, this is gonna be fun. Best head coach in the league. Who do you think they voted for?
Oh, I saw who they voted for. They're fucking morons.
Why? Eric Spoelstra? In a runaway. 2 is your boy Tyronn Lue. What's wrong with this list? What's wrong with it?
1 and 2. First off, Tyronn Lue, even in the top 5 discussion, is straight up bullshit.
Tell Chris that.
Anyone who puts him in your top 5, get out this league. You're not allowed to analyze the league.
Who should be number 1 then?
I mean, the legit honest answer
is Bo.
Is Pop.
He got votes. You got time third of Steve Curry, your boy.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, man, I hate dropping Kerr below second. But I think, look, you know it's me. I think Pop, Kerr, Spo in that order. And I think Malone's moved up to 4th.
Which head coach is the best manager motivator of people? Eric Spoelstra, 1.
Absolutely, I agree with that one.
Okay. Best head coach makes the best in-game adjustments? Eric Spoelstra.
I agree.
Let me see here. No, that one. I don't care about that one. Which player make the best head coach someday? Which one do you think they came number 1?
I bet it's some little nut puncher.
You're right, Chris Paul. You're good at this. Mike Conley number 2 though. Interesting.
I agree. I mean, it's always going to be a point guard.
Yeah. How about this one?
Guys,
you like this one? Which team is most fun to watch?
It's OKC.
Nope. They got votes, but not on the list.
Oh, Memphis.
Nope. Nope. Here, 1 through 4. Number 1, Denver Nuggets. 30%. Number 2, the Warriors. Number 3, the Kings. And 4, the Suns. I'm surprised the Kings are on. The Kings should be a lot higher than this. The Kings are number 1 on my list. Exciting to watch. Much fun to watch. Come on now. Best home court advantage. Who do you think you voted for?
Oh, it's Denver, and it can't even be argued because of
altitude. Oh God, yeah, absolutely, by far. I always had a joke that the 96 Bulls can go on 81-1. No one lost, but been in Denver. That's a joke I had for years. Let's see the best official offense. No, I don't give a shit about that. Level of success. Oh yeah, this is another good one. Which team's level of success this season is hardest to predict? Wow. And you have a couple ties here too. There's a clear number 1 though, but the other 2 are ties. So which team is?
You're going with the two biggest crazy scenes. You're gonna have the Sixers and
number 1.
Have Dallas.
Oh, tied for 2 with OKC. And tied for 3 was New Orleans, Phoenix, and Clippers. I was surprised the ones was higher though, because of the Zion thing.
Look, I mean, OKC should be higher. I mean, they're gonna have such a surprising season. People are gonna see what Chet does.
Best leader.
To me, it's Curry, but I know
number two.
Yeah, I know they put LeBron.
Yeah, most versatile player in the league. Giannis, best IQ, Nikola Jokic. Best, which player would you want taking a shot for the game on the line? It's a good one.
Yeah.
Who would you vote for?
To take a shot on the line?
With the game on the line. Yeah, last second shot. Last shot of the game.
Nikola Jokic.
He's tied for 4. I would have KD honestly because he can create any spot.
Yeah.
Steph Curry won that though with 37%.
And I've just missed him. I've seen him miss so many shots. I could never put him there.
Jimmy Butler's type of 4 also too with Jokic on that.
He's clutch.
Yeah, that's the survey, and they have it. Apparently, I'm looking through the website here. Apparently, there's a survey every year since 2002. We should go one day on the Retro Podcast, go through the old surveys, see where
they got it right, and where they
see where they fucked up like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's it for me. Anything else want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Michigan State game this weekend. So
flying out to Michigan, of course.
Yeah,
and
Friday morning.
Okay. Have a good time. So it's 2 weeks in a row, man. You got the Bucks and Lions, and now.
Yeah. Sadly, this one probably isn't gonna go the way from my wife.
No, I think she's recognizing that probably too. Also,
yeah.
You know. So I guess follow Zach on Twitter at FSU Know It All with a K, and Zachary. We'll see you next week.
All right. Later.